Hey, what's going on, good people? Hey, this is Mike Steele. I'm in the building. Real Talk with Mike Steele in the building, man. I'm here, man. I was talking about earlier, Deion Sanders. Now I'm switching gears now. Hey, call me up 205-430-4300. It's my short number. You can see up under me, you can see the question of the day. Also, you can see the question that I post in the in this post. So what three qualities you must I mean, what three I'm sorry, what three qualities must your partner have? Call me up 205-430-4300. What three qualities should your partner have or possess? I want to know. This is an interesting topic too, man, because we were talking about in the barbershop, in another barbershop, not my barbershop. We were talking about pretty much qualities that one must have in order to be attractive. So let's go straight to the phone line. Call you on there.
Hey, you know I was gonna call back. It's Miss Diva again.
Miss Diva again. What's going on, girl?
Yes. First quality, he has got to be a man of God, which means he is not religious, but a man of God. Second, he's got to be mentally
Say that again.
stable.
Say that again.
He has to be mentally stable. He can't be bipolar. He can't have none of that other craziness. He's got
Bipolar.
to be mentally competent. And third, he must have good communication skills.
That's important. Good communication skills.
Good,
Yeah.
because it doesn't do any good if you're mentally competent and you say, but you don't know how to communicate.
Mm. Mm.
We can't talk to each other. I'm saying one thing, but you're perceiving it another way. No, you got to be able to communicate and understand. When I say communicate, we got to speak the same language, male and female language, but we're on the same page.
There it is. Turn
All
that
right?
down. Thank you, Miss Diva.
All right?
Miss Diva, we'll take some more phone calls and see what the people have to say.
All right?
All right, Miss Diva. All right, that's my girlfriend, Miss Diva. Hey, communication is a must. Can't be tripolar. Got to have some common sense. Y'all call me up, man, 205-430-4300. I mean, what is it, man? What is it? What are the three things that your mate or partner must have? What is it? Let's go to the phone lines again. Call you on there. What's up?
Hi, this is Magda. Do you remember me?
Magda, how can I forget you, honey?
How you doing? I want to answer your questions about the men, the qualities.
Go ahead, honey. You got the floor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you have the floor. Go ahead. Magda.
Okay, first of all, he has to respect all women. I do not like a man who comes into a relationship and talks bad about his other ex-women. I don't like that.
Mm.
Number two, honesty, loyalty, and good conversation.
Honesty,
And that's it.
loyalty,
Honesty
and good
and good
conversation.
conversation.
But most importantly, don't be talking bad about your ex. You don't want to hear that.
Right, especially your baby mama. That's not good. That's a total turn off for me.
Turn off. Magnet.
Yep.
Thank you for calling me. You know I remember you.
Have a good day.
Magnet's
Welcome back. It's good seeing you again.
Okay, we'll be back on Wednesday, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. So Magnet is one of my longtime listeners too, faithful listener too. So, hey, don't talk about your ex to your current person or the person that you're trying to date or the person that you're trying to get with. They don't want to hear that foolishness. That's a turn off. We don't want to hear, women don't want to hear how you dragging another woman's name. Come on, guys. That's not sexy. That's not sexy at all. They don't want to hear how you disrespect this lady, you know, or how you not taking care of your kids. That's not cool. Don't do it. I'm glad she said that because men, you need to hear this. Yeah. Put a sock in it. Put a sock in your mouth before you start talking crazy. 205-430-4300. Call me up. What are the three things your mate or your partner must have? What is it? What are the three things your mate, partner, whomever must have? 205-430-4300. Good point, Magna. I appreciate you for that. Hey, man. So we're going to work tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is Monday. Happy Monday. What are you most grateful for? What are you most grateful for on this Monday coming? I mean, like when you wake up in the morning, you should be grateful that you're able to open your eyes and smell somebody may be cooking breakfast for you, somebody may be doing something special for you, but if you can open your eyes on Monday morning, it's a blessing. It is a huge blessing. Believe it or not. Call it. You're on that.
Hey, young man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
All right, this is Reverend Anderson from Hazelcrest.
Man, you don't call me before, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, good to hear you, man.
Yeah. What you were asking,
Brother Anderson, do me a favor. Do me a favor, bro. Turn down your listening device.
Okay. I'm sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
Okay, it's down. That's okay.
Okay, now I hear you loud and clear. And the people that's listening.
You say what three things you expect from your mate?
Yeah, what things that you look for in a mate? What are the three things that you look for in a mate, in your partner or a mate?
Well, one thing is
three qualities.
She must love the Lord more than she loved me. And then she must have a love for me and not only tell me, I'd rather for her to show me than tell me. And everything else, we can work in there. As long as she has those two main things at her main focus, then we could deal with anything. She must be able to meet me halfway. And no such thing as she has to have beauty. She has to have a great education, nothing like this. If I see in her what I'm looking for, then I'm going to look over everything bad and pick out the good, because if I'm with her long enough, everything that I require of her, then I'm going to bring it out of her. And then if she has anything else in her mind that's not what I want to be, I'm being the head of the family. I'm the chosen God to be the head of the man, the head of the household. It is my job to bring it out of her, to show her, hey, we in this for a long run, and wherever your need is, I'm going to make sure they're met. And I expect the same from you.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. You ain't playing around, man. Tell the people where you calling from, my brother.
I'm calling from Hazelcrest, Illinois.
Okay, Hazelcrest, Illinois. Hey, thank you for calling me again, man. Thank you for letting it plain and clear. I love it. I love it.
All right, always good talking to you, my brother.
All right.
Have a great Sunday.
Hey,
okay, God bless.
She got me Wednesday, bro.
Well, God bless you.
All right, God bless. All right, man. Y'all heard it, man. My brother from Hazelcrest, Illinois, putting it down. Come on, man. I need some more guys, man. I think he did something, man. He lit a fire. I mean, I love to hear women too, though. I want to hear, honestly, I would love to hear from anyone. What are the three qualities that you see in a mate, man? Okay, God-fearing. God-fearing man or woman. That's important to some. That's very important to some. What about you? All right. Janet, God-centered man, fulfillment of great, I guess you said great love and respect. Autocorrect. Hey, man, 205-430-4300. That's where we at right now. 205 430-4300. What are the three qualities that you see that you want your partner or your mate to possess? It ain't rocket science. It ain't rocket science. What is it? So I was about to talk about going back to work, man. God, man, who agreed that the weekend, it goes by so fast? It's just like, boom, the weekend is over. Who agreed? Like, we don't have enough time in the day. There's not enough time in the day to kind of enjoy life itself. I mean, well, I can't say we don't enjoy life, but to rest. To rest. That's what I meant. 205-4304. I want to take a couple more phone calls before I leave. Man, make sure y'all join me on Wednesday. We got a packed show on Wednesday, and we'll be back full effect on Wednesday. I'm doing a sound check as we speak. You guys' participation is pretty much part of my sound check. So I appreciate that. 205-430-4300. What are the three things what are three qualities that you want your partner to have? Simple. Hey, Magna, we'll be on at 7:30 Central Time. That's correct. 7:30. So please don't miss it. We'll be talking about well, I don't know about this Wednesday, but we're gonna be talking about mental health, substance abuse. Um, it's another one that was on the table. Trafficking, sex trafficking, man. That's a big thing. It's been a big thing for about over a year or two now. Talking about sex trafficking and what is taking place and signs that you need to look for when you're talking about trafficking. Also, domestic violence. Come on, man. Who don't want to talk about domestic violence? Domestic violence is rapid in the Black community. Yes, it is. Not only in the Black community, but it is overlooked in our churches because we fail to talk about these things in the church, And I get it. A lot of people don't want to touch domestic violence because maybe for a couple different reasons. Maybe you're not equipped to talk about abuse. It's uncomfortable to talk about maybe a friend that is beating up on their spouse, vice versa, man or woman. It's not a comfortable conversation to have. But these kind of things happen so often in churches and they get swept up underneath the rug and nobody really want to talk about these things. So we're going to talk about that and much more. I want to make people uncomfortable in the conversations that we're having. If you're uncomfortable with some of the conversations that we're having on Real Talk with Mike Steele, guess what? You should be. Because I am uncomfortable in a lot of conversations that I have, but they are much needed conversations. You cannot overlook these conversations. If we're gonna be real talk, then we got to keep it 100. We got to keep it a buck, no cap. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 205-430-4300. I know a lot of times people, they get on these different platforms and they talk about things that may be, on the surface. And I do sometimes, but what good am I if we don't talk about real life situations and things that affect us in our community? It'd be pointless if you ask me. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. It would be just like you got this platform and you're not using it for what it's meant for. So, hey, let's talk about these things. not only that we should talk about these things, let's talk about ways to remedy certain situations. And we may can't fix them all, and we won't. Ain't no may in it. We won't fix them all, but we can get the ball rolling. That's all I'm saying. We can get them rolling. Yeah, Magdalene, you're right. You were shy, but you called in, and I appreciate you calling in too. I mean, like, hey, let's have a conversation. You know, let's talk. And I'm not trying to ask you guys to put a camera on you. I'm only saying, like, call me up. Let's talk about certain things. That's all. And if you like what I'm doing, man, throw some hearts up. Let me throw my own hearts up. If you like what we do on Real Talk with Mike Steele, whether it's a daily inspirational post or a conversation, just throw some hearts up right now. Yeah, show me some love. That's all I'm asking. You don't have to, but show some love anyway. Because at the end of the day, you know, we don't have to know one another. We don't have to be in one another's presence every day to have actual love for a person. I wrote on Facebook today, and I'm serious about this post. I basically state, man, if we would teach our young males how to love one another, how to embrace one another, I believe in my heart that it will minimize crime on one another, black on black crime. If we can teach our little black boys how to love one another and how to demonstrate love to one another, I believe that could minimize black on black crime. I believe at a young age, when we show love to one another, we can learn to appreciate one another. We can learn to embrace one another. That's just my belief. I could be wrong. And I'm only talking about black on black crime. 205-430-4300. I will take one more call. I was going to say a few, but no, I'm going to pack it up. I just want to hear from you guys. Calling your name. What's going on?
Hey, brother, it's me again. When I look at what you were just saying, how we should show love to our young men. When my boys were coming up, I showed them all kinds of love. I showed them the good part, and I showed them the bad part, and I showed them the results of doing good, and I told them about the results of doing bad. And when I was teaching them, I was teaching them from my experience, from my viewpoint.
That's right.
I never once went back and told them even the things that happened to me bad coming up in my life, how we had love, but we had sometimes love, and sometimes I look at it as abuse. But
yes,
I still didn't take that into my adulthood. What happened into my childhood, I left it in my childhood because I want my boys and my children, my grandchildren, to start off new from something they learned from me. I want them to learn from my experience in life and nobody else's. And see, when you do that, you start a legacy for your children, because most times people go back and tell the things that happened to them when they was a kid, when they was young, how they were abused and everything. I didn't instill that in my kids' mind because I don't want them to ever to think about something that somebody did to their daddy. Period.
Yes.
I tell them about my experience because I want to start like I said, I want to start a new thing with them, and they can teach their grandchildren and their grandchildren. It's so important to spend time with your children, with your grandchildren, because sometimes they look at you as the only example. Like I always constantly say, sometimes you are the only Bible people have to read, and you have to live your life. So people want to be like you, want to do right. And just as sure as you don't show them love, those young men out in the street gonna show them that they love them better than you do by buying them stuff and giving them things and spending time with them and doing everything they require and the people at home should have done for them. And once they show them that, then they gonna go out in the street and they gonna sell drugs for them. They're gonna even die for them, and they're even kill for them. Why? Because, like you said, they showed them that love that they was not getting from home.
Yes, sir.
And this trafficking, I think that's one of the sickest mind things another man could do. Take a woman and go sell her to someone that she may sell her body for. That is so sick. You know, that's why when my daughter was coming up, they have nobody take our daughter nowhere unless one time she would go to this private school out in Chicago, High Mary Catholic, and me and my wife, I was working and she was working, so we hired this one guy. Man, he treated my daughter just like he was she was his own. He would pick her up at the house, take her to school, and bring her back home. He would let nothing happen to her. Period. Because we trusted him, and this guy almost pretty much a stranger. But we heard that he pick up the kids because he take other kids to school. So he would pick my daughter up, and my daughter was crazy about it. He would take her to school and bring her back home. You have to be careful who you trust around your people and where you trust them. And my daughter never ever been on a school bus in her life because we always took her and bought her. And with me, yep. And we were so happy that when she turned 16, he said, "Buddy, you getting your driver's license." So that way she was able to get independent because we bought her a car and she was able to go and come as she pleased.
Yes, sir.
And that's why it's so important to instill love in those children.
Yes, sir.
Because what the Bible says, bring up a child and where he ought to go when they get old, he won't depart from it. Still to this day, she'll tell you, my dad taught me the things of life. Because my wife worked at nighttime, so I had to get up, get them dressed. She reminded me today, she said, "Remember you taught me how to wear my makeup? You used to comb my hair for me. You taught me how to be a lady, do this and do that." I said, "I don't know, forgot." She said, "Yeah, you did." She said, "That's one thing I remember about you, because you always there for me." That's why when I look for a husband nowadays, he has to be someone like you were. He has to treat me like a lady because I know how to be treated like a lady already. He said, "I don't need nothing from no man. I just need to be treated and respected, just like my daddy treated me."
That's it. That's it, my brother. Hey, man, thank you for that comment again, man. It's been very powerful. And you blessed us with a lot of words of wisdom, man. Thank you again.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Okay. My brother, man, from Chicago, man, Illinois, man. Hey, again, he said a lot of positive things, man. I'm grateful for that caller, man, because sounds like as a father that he was standing in the paint with his kids and still standing in the paint. So what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? When you talk about society, they will make you think that Black fathers was absent, fathers in general. But we Black folks get a bad rap, man. And I'm not trying to make this conversation be about all Blacks and how things are perceived to be one way versus the other, man. But at the end of the day, man, Black men get a bad rap, and we here, man, just like other fathers, man. And matter of fact, man, we one nation on the groove, getting down for the funk of it, as George Clinton would say. Let's drop a bomb for this fella. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Big ups to my ladies in the live feed, man, keeping it real. Thank y'all, ladies, man. I really appreciate y'all, man, for dropping by, showing that love as always, and just engaging in the conversation. The ladies are the ones that make this pretty much show go because they call in, man. And thank you for my one brother, man. My one brother from another mother calling in, giving us the 411, man. I appreciate that too, man. One thing, man, we must understand too, in the grand scheme of everything, in the large, when you look through the large lens, man, we are all one people, believe it or not. Yeah. Let's learn to love one another, period. Period. Let's learn to respect one another, period. Let's learn to understand our differences, period. Let's learn to have conversations with people that don't look like you. If you want to increase race awareness and understanding of other folks, have conversations with other folks. Simple. It ain't rocket science. You ain't building a bomb here. It's just common sense. Open your mind to new ideals. Open your heart to new experience. I guarantee you. If you do these things, man, things will happen for you. They will happen for you. But to have a mean look on your face when people approach you, to have an attitude when people of other race, I would say, look at you. That's not what's happening. Bottom line, it's not what's happening. Trust me. Somebody said, Magda, learn how to debate rather than argue. All right, simple. You know, some would say an argument is a debate. But I think what she's saying is, if you're going to argue or debate, take your personal feelings out of it. That's all. That's it. 205, I'll take one more phone call, man. One brave soul. Call me up, 205 430 4300. 205 430 4300. Yeah, Jeanette McGee. Yeah, of course, man. That's what's happening. Hey, Kathy Rodriguez, how you doing, sweetheart? One more brave soul, call me up. Hey, man, look, on Wednesday, I promise you guys on Wednesday, I will be here on my radio show, my radio station. We'll be live. Go to TuneIn Radio. Go into TuneIn Radio and download the TuneIn Radio app so you can listen to me. Simple. Miss Beverly, I remember too when my daddy used to comb my hair and put all that grease on it and on my face. Love starts at home by showing your children love. Children live what they learn. Bingo. Drop a bomb. That's a bomb. Simple. You heard that bomb. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. That bomb. Boy, I tell you. All right, man. I think I'm gonna sign out, man. I'll take one more phone call if we had a brave soul, man. I'll take one more phone call if they're ready. Yeah. Damn. I'm sorry about that. Let's go, guys. 205-430-4300. What are the three things that you see in your mate, man? What are the three qualities that you see in your partner or you want your partner to have? It ain't rocket science. It ain't. Smart, educated. No, that's the same to me. Smart, friendly, and God-fearing. Could be something that simple. God-fearing. God-fearing should be the top of the list for most, but hey, this is your list, not my list. Yep. So that's the wrong answer. 205-430-4300. I'm getting ready to call it quits, man. Hey, guys, check me out on Wednesday. Check us out on Wednesday, okay? We're going to be in here, man, having fun. I have my co-host in here, And we're just gonna do what we normally do, ask some good questions, have some good content, and take some phone calls from you lovely people. Guys, if it wasn't for you guys, there wouldn't be no Mike Steele show. It wouldn't be. So I'm grateful for all of you. Grateful. So let's stay in touch. See you Wednesday. Keep God first and Mike Steele second. That's it. That's all I'm saying. God first and me second. See you tomorrow. See you Wednesday.